My name is C. Julian Jiménez, and I am the YA Fiction Fellow. I use he, him pronouns. I am a Dominican and Puerto Rican queer man with long brown and gray hair. I'm wearing brown round glasses and a plaid purple and yellow cowboy shirt with silver embroidered and sequin embellishments on the shoulders. Behind me is a chrome bookshelf with photographs, journals, and sculptures I've collected through my travels, and also various paintings by Sosua Dominican Republic locals and queer artist friends of mine, Amy Morse, Brian Cooney, and T.M. Davey. I'll be reading from my in progress YA novel, Nico Was a Fashion Model, based on my first play. On my 16th birthday, Jessie gives me an old cassette player and a mixtape of Nico songs from her days with the Velvet Underground to her experimental solo stuff on the Marble Index. Jesse insists I listen to music on a cassette. He knows I don't have a record player, but he says cassettes are the next best thing. He hates iPods. He says the way they are manufactured is destroying the studio quality of the music sessions, not to mention destroying the ozone. I ask him how, and he proceeds to tell me the environmental horrors of Apple, but I don't really pay attention. I just shake my head in agreement. If Jesse says it, it must be true. I don't tell him my parents gifted me an iPod. Later that evening, I listened to the Nico mixtape. I'm not sure if it is the melancholy in her voice or the spell drive of the droning orchestration that make Nico a great escape from boring ass Long Island, but I know instantly that no artist has ever touched me so deeply to my core. Whether she is lamenting about burlesque queens or a morphine induced Lenny Bruce, she has a way of making me get out of bed every morning. Now, I'm not exactly sure who Lenny Bruce is, but it sounds like he lives an extremely sad life. He must have grown up in Levittown. Though through these mixtapes, Jesse introduces me to the greatest music artist I've ever encountered. Jesse argues, though, his girl is Patti Smith. Jesus died for somebody's sins, but not mine. That was the first lyric Jesse ever heard Patty sing after he stumbled upon a $2 copy of Horses at the Salvation Army on Gardner's Avenue. Who is this marvelous creature, he thought. A girl? A boy? Something beyond the two? Whoever they were, they absolutely stunned in a crisp white shirt and black blazer slung over one shoulder, giving a metaphorical middle finger to gender norms. Jesse said he ran home from the thrift shop, threw open his portable record player, and put the needle on the record. A goddess wailed. He laid down on strewn clothes covered floor, listening to Patty's swirling voice while watching the ceiling fan oscillate. It whipped around in perfect synchronization with the music. The final two chords of Free Money played, and then the needle retracted. Jesse was absolutely destroyed, and that was only side one. Jesse is the epitome of cool. He wears jeans and t-shirts with seams held together by safety pins. I tried doing the same safety pin look once, but my mom was afraid I'd stab myself, so she confiscated my pins. My mom is not cool. She is a 5'6" Puerto Rican beast of a woman. What she lacks in height, she makes up in ferociousness. I call her Grendel's mother from Beowulf because of her monster-like personality, although unlike the epic poem, I know that if I came home like Grendel, wounded with my arms ripped from my sockets during battle, she would somehow make it my fault. She's really pissed at me over my newly pierced septum. Jesse thought we should get pierced together, so last weekend we hopped on the Long Island Railroad and made our way into the city. Jesse knew of a place in the East Village where they would pierce us without asking for ID. He has an eyebrow ring now. Mom flipped when I got home. She started shouting at me in Spanish. She never did teach me Spanish as a kid, but I can make out a few choice words. It wasn't good. Tensions are still high now, but the remedy is Nico. I play those mixed tapes, and nothing can get me down.